It's the judoon. They want a conversation with me. But what do I say to the judoon? More fro, no fro, no fro. Chibnall is a hat. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. And you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in and sit down, because late last night it was confirmed that the judoon are returning to Doctor Who in Doctor Who Season 12. I really like the judoon. I think they were a great creation by Russell T Davies, because Russell T Davies is an original with original ideas. He's the one who brought Doctor Who back. He's the one who went in there and said, I want to do Doctor Who. And Jane Tranter said to him, it's you, Russell, of course you can do it, because she knew of his potential. He brought it back. He gave us a franchise. It was beautiful. But ever since he's left, this show has been hobbling on ever since, right? We all know this. Even under Stephen Moffat, who I really like as a writer, but as a showrunner, he was somewhat lacking, wasn't he? Which is a shame, because I like the man. Really looking forward to watching Dracula as well. But nothing could have prepared any of us for what Chibnall did last year. Now, I don't care what gender of a doctor you cast, but when you cast the wrong person, and Jodie Whittaker was the wrong person, you've got a problem. But that's not bad enough, because when you bring gender politics and general political commentary in every episode, it becomes problematic. Because I'm no Trump supporter. I'm not. I can't stand the bloke. I'm on the left side of the political argument. I want you to understand this. But from my point of view, that's the right side to be on. But from your point of view, you may be a Trump supporter. And what I don't agree with is, so imagine it, right? Let's just pretend I was a Trump supporter, right? And I turn on Doctor Who and you could see them slagging him off. How am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to deal with that? You're telling me as a creative, I'm wrong and you're right. What is the best thing to do here? Don't bring him up. Don't bring politics up. Just let all the Doctor Who fans, all the mainstream audience enjoy their show, instead of whacking them about for supporting a candidate you don't agree with. As I say, I don't like Donald Trump, but I have friends who do like Donald Trump, and we're still friends. We argue, we have heated debates. But I wouldn't reject someone because of their politics. It's wrong. And this is what SJWs do. This is what Doctor Who Season 11 did. But that's not really the crux of the matter. The crux of the matter, of course, was that Doctor Who Season 11 had a lack of imagination, excitement, great characters to hold on, right? The only one was Bradley Walsh's character. The rest of them were pointless. And even Bradley Walsh's character wasn't great, but it was better than the rest of them. I'll stand by this. I said that Bradley Walsh would have made a great Doctor. I've even written some fan fiction where it turns around that Graham is actually the Doctor, and actually Jodie isn't the Doctor. I come up with some contrived reason for it, but obviously that wouldn't go down well with SJWs, would it? So what do I think about the judoon coming back to Doctor Who Season 12? This is what I think. I think it's evidence of a showrunner with very little imagination, very little creative nous. Because what they're doing is, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Everybody hates us. Everybody hates us. Nobody's bought the 13th Doctor doll. What should we do? How do we please these people? I know. You know that guy, that Welsh guy, Russell T Davies, who brought the show back and made it one of the biggest shows in the world, and it was never that in the past. He did that. He made it a mainstream, popular show, right? He did with Doctor Who what Kevin Feige did with the MCU. Simple as that, right? The man's a genius, right? What do we do? Let's bring something back that he created. Then they'll be really pleased with us, and they'll forget that we gave them a shit crap season with the heartbeat and soul of a tortoise, right? Sorry, tortoises, I'm sure you're really great. That's the quickest comparison I could come up with, because this is not scripted. I just say whatever comes out of my head. So there's no imagination, there's no creativity. They've been asking fans what they want from Doctor Who, right? Which in a way is good, but they're obviously not going to listen to us, because we're white dudes in our 40s and we're bad. We're really bad people. Do you wonder why so many young men are killing themselves, why young male suicides are going up when they hate us, when they show they hate us. How many times in Doctor Who season 11 did they put down men? What about, is it the Norwegian father they were lecturing? And that was just the tip of the iceberg. So we're really bad people, us dudes, right? We really are. And because we voiced our opinions about not liking season 11, we're toxic individuals, not truthful individuals, not honest individuals. Guess what? White dudes pay their license fee too. Now, I love all people, I do. I judge you on your individual qualities. I don't care of the colour of your skin. I don't care if you're LBGT or not LBGT. I don't love groups of people. I love individual people, and I don't care who you are, what your background is. I take you for what you are. It doesn't matter. You may not like me. I'm a Greek Cypriot. You may not like Greek Cypriots, but I think, even if you don't like Greek Cypriots, that you may think, well, I like that geezer on YouTube. He's all right. And this is what I do. I just look at people for what they are. I embrace the world. I embrace everything. I don't know what it's like to be a person of colour. I don't know what it's like to be gay, trans or lesbian. I don't. But I don't care. I don't care about, your sexuality is your business. People should be able to do whatever they want, but it doesn't define you. Your heart and your soul define you, as far as I'm concerned. So what these SJWs are doing with shows like Doctor Who is grabbing them and crushing them, because all they care about is representation and political commentary. And this is what happened in Doctor Who season 11. So, as usual, you get this big midnight announcement, and it's Judoon. And I look at it and I think, do you know what? I fucking love the Judoon. I do. So created by Russell. Martha's first episode, the introduction of the Judoon. What a great episode. You had a hospital disappearing, people, the hospital landing on the moon. What's better than that? But Chibnall grabbing hold of them. I wonder what the Judoon will be. Will it be a female from Essex? Yeah. Well, that's very representation, isn't it? That's really cool. A female Judoon that's got an Essex girl accent. How cool would that be? Who knows? I heard a rumour that they actually want a female-speaking Dalek. I know they did that at Christmas, but they actually want to do one full-time. That's a rumour. I don't know. All I'm saying to you is, look, I have considered stop watching Doctor Who, but I can't. I'm a fan. I love it. So I will support season 12. I will assume they're going to try and make some relevant changes. I don't believe I'm going to enjoy the season, but I will go in there with an open mind yet again, hoping that the political commentary is gone. But we both know that's not going to happen. But what can we do? This is our show. Of course, I could reject it and just watch my Doctor Who DVDs and Blu-rays. I could do that, but I can't. But Doctor Who is hobbling on to its ultimate cancellation. And it's been hobbling on since RTD left. We all know that. That's the truth. There's been some good episodes by Moffat, no question about that. But it's hobbled on. It hasn't been the show Russell T Davies gave us, the reimagining, the modernisation, but still it being Doctor Who. What Russell did was amazing. And whoever came on board, it would have been difficult to kind of equal or do something new and make it as awesome as Russell did. I understand that. But Chris Chibnall, I don't get it. Because season 11 was so bereft of ideas. And by him bringing back the Judoon, a really good alien. Because when you look at last season and the kind of creatures he gave us, they don't stick in the memory. I don't even remember their names. That's how, the Witchfinders, I don't know. What was in that? Can't remember, right? And, it wasn't great, was it? Even Stephen Moffat, for all his flaws as a showrunner, gave us some great creatures. The Silence. I will never, ever forget the Silence or the Weeping Angels. I think the Weeping Angels were overused. I think the Silence were awesome creatures who could have been Stephen Moffat's the Daleks, if you like. But the point is, he gave us memorable stuff that we'll never forget, no matter how we feel about him as a showrunner. Chris Chibnall didn't do that last year. He didn't. He was obsessed with political commentary and men bashing, because that's what male feminists do. Create hatred, try and put the genders against each other. And that's the element I'm really concerned with. So, we go into season 12. No announcements yet if this is Jodie and Chibnall's final season. We hope. We don't know. But we can hope. Hope right now is all a Doctor Who fan has.